Hey, Foos!
Yes.
Hey, Foos!
What's up?
Yo.
It's episode 226. We've got Alejandro G. Baby Luna on today. We got lots to talk about. But first, find a bunch of cool Foo Bar Show merch at tpublic.com. Find tons of new merch items like totes, travel mugs, magnets, baseball tees, and regular tees, and tons of new colors and styles. Go to our merch page found at foobarshow.com to check it all out. Also, click on the link for SoCal rock band The Fallen Electric at the bottom of foobarshow.com for music and merch. Also through TeePublic. Add The Fallen Electric's music to your Spotify or Apple Music playlist today. Lastly, ALF Live Events, man. Whether you'd like to host your next virtual event or you're ready to go live, in person, or given the times, Foos, in a socially responsible manner, ALF can help you do it right. They pride themselves in being masters of audio, visual, and lighting solutions. And most recently, Foos, they've become masters of virtual events and meetings, partnering with their clients to produce live events in a socially safe environment. Go to alflei.com to get their contact information. They can be contacted via phone call or email for any questions on how they can help you produce a flawless event. That's ALF Live Events at alflei.com. That's alflei.com. And now, without further ado, Foos, episode 226, here we go. From Filthy Martini Studios in Ontario, California, it's the Foo Bar Show! Hey, what's up, everyone? I am Joe C.
The Foo.
And Steph.
Thank y'all very much for listening to the Foo Bar Show. Thanks for hitting subscribe, and remember to rate, review, and tell your friends like a champ. You can always reach us and check out our merch at foobarshow.com. That's FOObarshow.com, and search FOO Bar Show on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. Check us out, drop us a line, and we'll foo it up like a couple of foos. Ain't that right, Foos?
That's right, Foo.
All right, Foo. Hey, Foo, welcome back, man. You've been on your sabbatical for quite some time. How was it? Did you learn a lot?
It was a long 3 weeks, Foo.
It was 3 weeks? God damn, it felt longer than that.
That's quick.
Yeah.
That was quick.
Foo, I've learned and grown nothing.
Yeah. And on tap today, man, we are sans Josh. It seems like if the Foo's on, Josh is out. If the Josh is here, the Foo is out. So it's a nice little balance. But we have Alejandro G. Baby Luna back on the show. Say hi, Ollie.
What up?
What's up, dude? And the main reason Ollie is on the show is because he has an unfortunate event that happened to him, and he's going to tell a very illustrated, very hilarious story about it. Isn't that right, Foo?
Yes,
right.
very hilarious. Very painful story.
No, it's actually kind of gross. But before all that, I wanted to talk about the Foo, man. You kept us waiting for 3 hours because of your dog or because of your wife? A combination of the two? Explain yourself.
It was a test of fortitude and patience.
Oh, that's what
That
it was.
was the real test, Foo.
We call it being married, Foo.
Well, no.
Us regular folk
That's
call it
true.
being married.
Well, Foo, I got a call. We went out for breakfast, and then my sister's like, hey, I think like an animal bit Max's tail because there's just blood everywhere.
What the fuck?
And I was like, what the hell?
What kind of animal do you think?
Well, they didn't know. And I was like, how the hell could an animal get into the backyard? You just replaced the goddamn fence. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I think he got it stuck in something.
Well, how do you do that as a dog?
Oh, I mean, he's a dumb dog, Foo, first of all.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
There is
So
another dog back there.
Yeah, you do have
Myself
Wolf.
and my wife, Foo, we drive over to Old West Covina.
Uh-huh. It's west of Covina, I've heard.
Huh?
Is it west of Covina? Just for
Foo, believe it or not, it's south of Covina.
Isn't that stupid? I was hoping you would answer that way. But that's
South Covina doesn't sound as cool as West Covina.
It's the same logic they use for West Virginia. It's more south than it is west of Virginia. But anyway.
I think like the same thing with the Carolinas, right? One's more east, but it's just below it a little bit.
No,
Or is that the Dakotas? That's the Dakotas, Foo.
No. That's
both Dakotas and Carolinas are on top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sounds gay.
So just
anyways, Foo.
You should have quit while you were ahead there, Foo.
Okay.
I get to the house with the dogs, And the dog's as happy as ever, Foo. For all I know, the story was made up.
So why did they want you? They wanted you there on an alternative motive, right?
Well, yeah, until I actually inspect Max's tail, and he actually had ripped off his hair on a good chunk of his tail. Ooh. And it looks like it was in like some type of abscess or like a cyst or something that was there. Because it looked like pus had exploded out of it.
Oh no.
Yeah, so like I got some like salinated like cleanser, like a little salinated water spray, and I cleaned it out for him. And dude, he was just fucking chilling the whole time, just doing his dog smile and his everything the whole time. So it wasn't hurting him. But yeah, I went over and then I pretty much cleaned it up as best I can, and I rinsed it out with the saline solution, and then put a little bit of a little cleaner with the Neosporin, just a little bit though. Foo.
Are you gonna take him in?
Tomorrow we're taking him to the vet, just to make sure he doesn't need any medication or antibiotics. Because if another animal had bit him, I mean, we couldn't fucking wait. He'd probably a raccoon, and he'd probably have rabies. So we would probably have to take him to an emergency center in Pomona. That's the closest emergency center. And they bend you over when you walk in with an emergency, dude.
Oh yeah. They look at the urgency in your voice and everything, and then you just hear the cash register noises as you're telling them what's wrong with the fucking dog.
Yeah, so I was like, fuck. I was telling Jackie, I was like, if he got bit, we got to take him, or my mom and her boyfriend have to take him. But luckily, Foo, we confirmed it was just like a little abscess that he had like pricked open, and so I just gave it a nice clean in, Foo, and then after that we were good, and I chilled. So I was like, cool, it's like 11:45, we're a little behind schedule, but we're all good. And then Jackie's just like, well, since we're in West Covina, and then here we go, Foo.
I knew it.
Then it was just like, we need to go to Michael's, to Party City, to Ulta,
Get
to
it
Sam's
all
Club.
out
And
of
I'm like,
the
there's
way.
not even a Sam's Club in fucking West Covina. And she's like, let's just go to one somewhere. And I was like, all right. Because we're trying to plan the baby shower, Foo.
Ah, right.
So it's just picking up extra shit for our baby shower. And yeah, lo and behold, it was just like, God damn it, we have to stop here? Okay, fine. And then we stopped somewhere, and I'm just like, all right, well, it's 1 o'clock, so luckily I hit you guys up. But then it just felt like we were out for hours, dude.
You were out for hours.
Oh my god.
3 hours to be exact.
No, it felt like it, but time is irrelevant.
Right. So this baby shower, Foo, is it? I understand it's not a super spreader event. What are the limitations for those who already have their shots?
Foo, you will stay in your car even if you have your shot.
All right.
You will be provided a lunch, Foos.
Like in a sack?
Huh?
You're gonna give me a lunch sack?
I'm gonna give you a lunch box, Foo.
Oh,
A lunch
my.
box?
Like that.
That's an upgrade. Okay.
Is it like a
And
Happy
then
Meal or are you
you're gonna
talking
have
in
a
and
nice
out?
little tasty dessert, Foo.
Oh, I can't have sugar.
What kind of drive-by though? Is it a stop and go, or are you having like?
Yeah, it's gonna be a stop and go, but I know my fucking family's gonna get out.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
But
they're gonna be
I'm less worried because
That's on
most
brand.
of them have gotten their COVID vaccine, so
Okay, that's good.
I'm less worried. But the general instructions are to please stay in your fucking car.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen, dude.
What about
And for it,
what about the Zoom portion?
oh yeah, after we do the drive-by, there will be a Zoom portion, Foos, so you can watch us open all the gifts you bought us, Foos.
Hey, look at that.
Hey.
Yeah, and then that should go super quick, and then we could play the little baby shower games and whatnot. I don't know. I'm not in charge of anything except providing money, so I'm good, dude.
Yeah, all you gotta do is just show up.
I just have to show up. We're gonna be wearing pink masks, Foo, because it's a girl.
Ah, right.
Oh.
And then Foos, you might find out the name of the baby, Foo.
Oh, is it Mania?
Mania.
No.
Ah, what a wasted opportunity.
Foo,
Would've
I've
been
been
perfect.
trying to find a baby Godzilla onesie or something, and Jackie's just shitting all over that.
Dude, you can
idea,
get a baby, you get a onesie Podzilla that you can get off our website.
No, you can't.
Yes,
you can.
Go to foobarshow.com. Get yourself a nice
That
Podzilla
was the
onesie.
most fluid plug of all time. Foo.
I'm just saying
Well,
you can
Foo,
do it.
I'll check it out. I might have a large baby, so we'll see.
Well, then get a. I don't know. I think they sell them in large. I don't have a baby. Okay.
You
Foo,
never
they don't
get,
sell them in larges. It's newborn 0 to 3, 3 to 6, 9 to 12. Foo. Okay.
You never get
Get
newborn
with the program,
size.
Foo.
You always get a size up because they're just gonna like bust right out of that in like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I actually do need to buy a Godzilla costume. I already talked this over with Jackie. I'm gonna be Godzilla. The baby's gonna be Mania, and she's gonna be that Japanese reporter.
Which one? The Asian
Any of
one?
them, Foo.
Any of them.
Like you like to say, the Japanese one?
Yeah, Foo.
They're all Japanese, dude.
I mean, Foo. It's an American podcast. You could be confused, Foo.
Okay. Yeah, I guess. Fucking. All right. So you.
But anyways, Foo.
you
Yeah,
held
I'll,
us up
I'll
for 3
gladly accept
fucking
the
hours.
baby Godzilla onesie, Foo.
So that's that story. And then, yeah, all right. So now the feature presentation here is the reason Ollie is on the show is because he had a very unfortunate story that happened to him. Now, I understand that you were able to get some tickets to Hawaii to go hang out with some friends, or was this for work?
It was for fun.
Okay.
I was visiting some friends.
All right.
None of the above.
I did. I just want to clear up that I love being on this show. So anytime I have a chance to be on here, it's all good. You know,
Oh, dude, and you came with a story this time, so stepping it up.
Yeah, this time it just has a caveat of having a little extra on it.
All right, so tell us all about
But
it.
yeah, you're 100% true. You're 100% right. I went to go visit a friend who lives in Hawaii. Because of the COVID regulations, there's there's 3 different ways of traveling.
Mm-hmm.
The way that I chose was I was going to go there for 3 days to Oahu. Once you're there, you have to take a COVID test, and from there you could travel anywhere within the islands of Hawaii.
Yeah.
So that was the game plan. I did not execute because on the day before my traveling, I decided to go on a warm-up hike where I was climbing through Manapula Valley,
Okay.
and which is on the southwest side of the island, right next to Honolulu, in between Pearl City and stuff like that. And whoever's familiar with the island.
Yeah.
And my plan was to only do an hour and a half because I had a kayak session set up back at the resort where I was staying at 3.
Okay.
So I was like, good plan, do an hour, come back. It's raining. It was just supposed to be a warm up. But I gotta say, I fell in love with everything that was going on. There was rivers, there was bridges. There was just so much greenery. It was my first time to Hawaii.
You forgot you were
was
in
your first
paradise?
Basically, yeah, I was just moving. I spotted these 2 waterfalls that build up only when it's raining.
Come on, man. You know you don't go chasing waterfalls.
And I had the drone. I have the drone with me.
Oh, sick.
And so I'm like, I gotta get this right. But there's a lot of wind. There's a lot of I needed to get up. I needed to get to a higher elevation. I just kept pushing. And everything was going great up until I went further than I had expected, and I was not anticipating the terrain when I got to the top. Was all so that whole mountain ridge is the remnants of the volcano, and it's all lava rocks, and it's pretty amazing. It was great. On the side that I was coming in from the valley, it's a slope. On the other side is a straight cliff. It's a 3,000-foot cliff.
Yeah.
And so what ends up happening is that the wind hits from that side, because that's the side facing the northwest winds, and it hits that cliff. And when you're coming over from the other side, there's no wind. And what ends up happening is that the wind was so high that there's a wall of just pure wind wall hitting you when you get to the top. It was amazing. Like I said, I was loving every part of it. Unfortunately, I get to the top and I run into an obstacle as far as how to get over the ridge, because I still had about a half a mile to my destination, which was to the Hakua stairway. And they also call it the stairway to heaven. And there's 2 ways to get in there's the front way, which is illegal, and then there's the back way, which is legal.
That doesn't
I was
make
coming
any
in the
sense.
back way. Huh?
That doesn't make any sense. Hey, come through the front entrance, but you can't because it's illegal. So you have to go the back way.
Yeah. There's security and stuff like that. They give out a lot of fines. I wanted to do the hike. I didn't think I was going to get that far, but once I was there, I was like, all right, there's only one way to go now, and so I just kept pushing.
Yeah.
And when I got to the top, I get stuck right there. I'm kind of looking for the angle to where I'm going to be placing my footing and all that. When the ground underneath me gave out, I slide. I try to grab something, but right before I could grab, physically anything, my feet get caught on what I'm assuming was a branch. I couldn't really tell. All I knew was that I had been kicked off the mountain.
Now, when the ground gave out under you, I just wanted to, because you live this now. Is it like in Looney Tunes where you freeze for a few seconds enough where you can like put out a yikes sign, or do you just fall? Oh, okay.
No, you just go. It's just gravity, man.
Stupid question, Foo.
You wish you had that second.
Yeah, you're on timeout, Fuze.
You really, really wish you had that second, because it's like one of those things where technically you have a second, but only because your adrenaline just shot up because you know you're falling.
So you took your yikes sign for nothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And it was a yikes moment for sure. That's what you're thinking, and that's what I was thinking. So next thing I know, I went from like, all right, I need to grab something, to holy shit, I'm in midair, spinning off the mountain.
Jesus.
And I'm literally spinning, and the reason I know I'm spinning is because I go from like seeing what's in front of me to seeing the sky, seeing the back, and then seeing the ground.
No.
And I gotta say, when I saw the ground, all I could think of was like, this is gonna like fucking hurt.
Yeah, dude.
I'm like, holy shit.
Holy shit.
Because at this point, I have nothing. There's nothing to grab onto. I'm in the middle of the air.
Right.
After that, the second thought I had was try to protect your head, right? I'm like, if I hit my head, I'm done.
Yeah.
That was the two thoughts that crossed me. I'm not sure if I got to protect my head or not. What I do know is that what ended up happening was my leg hit this tree that propelled me back into the mountain. So the mountain's like this, and there's like a tree sticking out.
Yeah.
And my leg catches it. Like, I'm thinking this is how it happened. I'm not 100% sure, but then my leg like wrapped that tree branch.
Yeah.
And like it shot me back down to the mountain instead of letting me fall. And then from there, like I landed on my stomach. I was kind of like in shock, like holy shit.
So the fall was
wasn't
over.
Too bad.
So the fall was over as soon as it propelled you back into the mountain, then, right? Because you
exactly. So it almost felt like I only fell 10 feet.
Oh wow, that's still
right.
A lot.
However
that's like jumping off
was.
the second story of something.
Yeah, it wasn't brutal because I had fallen 50 feet technically. Mm-hmm. But because of the tree, my leg took all that pressure off and like swung me back in.
Right.
Saved my life. At that point, I managed to slow down on the slope, find another tree, which I would end up making like my home for the night. Jeez. And the scary part was that when I was flying off, everything that I had on me just went flying. Like anything that was in a pocket,
right,
it's went flying, and including my phone.
Oh.
Prior to that, though, the biggest thing was like I was dreading looking at my leg because I could feel the pain. I'm like, something's fucked, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, in my head, before I look, I'm picturing like this leg's gonna be like just bone sticking out and shit. I'm gonna be fucked.
Yeah.
But luckily, it wasn't. Nothing. I didn't have nothing broke. Nothing.
That's good.
There was no blood. Nothing opened up. I didn't receive a blow to the head or anything like that. I was conscious the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And so for that, I was grateful because it allowed me to react, assess the situation. I was able to like put weight on my leg, but not really able to move. And what saved my life was that because I was out there with the drone, I used my old phone to fly the drone.
Yeah.
And I used that to call 911. the GPS on it worked,
Oh shit.
even though there's no SIM card or anything like that. Because I didn't use it. It wasn't like a backup phone. It was literally like I just used it to fly the drone.
Uh-huh.
And I was able to call 911, get the rescue team on the line, and tell them what was going on. They flew up there they were up there looking for me for like 3 hours. By the time they found me, it was getting dark and the weather was really bad. So they told me to just, hang out by the tree and wait for them in the morning.
What the fuck?
So I spent the night in the rain, in the cold, hurt. Luckily, I wasn't injured at that moment.
Right.
What really injured me was the next morning when they rescued me. They took me. They tried different methods because the helicopter couldn't get to where I was at. It was because of the winds and where the peak was at. The helicopter couldn't cross there. So there was a team of 3 rescue guys who took me out. I got put on one of those sled things. That didn't work because there was too much of a slope. Yeah, the toboggan. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
All right.
picturing right now, dude? I'm picturing Homer Simpson getting saved from the gorge.
I knew it.
And just everything that can go wrong. The ambulance hitting a tree and you going back down.
That was the most terrified I was the whole time. Was they had me on the toboggan and I'm just hanging there. I realized that I'm just hanging there on this rope as they're discussing what we're doing because it's not working. And so they're trying to figure out. And I'm in my head, I'm just yo, you guys know there's only one line holding me.
So you guys are
hands
going
on
to figure
this?
this shit out soon, right?
And the thing that sucks is that you can't move.
Yeah, you're just there.
And so it sucks because there's no way. And so that we scratched that right away. I'm hey guys, I was able to put some pressure on it. I think I could move laterally. I just can't move. Or I can move vertically, just not laterally.
All right.
And so they were happy. They're are you sure, man? I was yeah, because this is not. I'm fucking terrified that this. You're just gonna turn around and the ropes go. That was a real thought. I was terrified of that. So they take me off of that. They found me these little paths so that we could get to the ridge. Once we get to the ridge, we started moving. And before we propelled down, because we needed to get 300 feet to where the helicopter would have picked us up, the helicopter popped in because the valley opened up and it cleared up to where the helicopter was able to come in. This is where it was dope. He came in and landed on the ridge, like that. So the legs were sticking out, but the helicopter was technically on top of the mountain.
Yeah.
And they were just all right, hop on, that's your ride. And so I just jumped on, grabbed on, put the headsets on, and got rescued out of there. And was doing all right. I hopped out of the helicopter, and like I said, no broken bones or anything like that, no openings.
Right.
But unfortunately, by that time, my leg was swollen really bad. And it was so swollen that it wasn't hurting me, which was bad. And I got to the emergency room. They looked at me, x-rays, all negative. So at that point, all I had was my leg was just super inflated. So I had compartment syndrome. And I guess the only way to release that pressure is to open you up.
Yeah.
I found out.
Let it bleed.
That moment. And that's what they did. They're all right, cool, we're going to do the surgery. We're going to knock you out. You're going to wake up. Your leg's going to be opened up. And they just filleted it. It looked like fish guts. When I don't know if you ever filleted the fish, you just kind of
yeah, dude, it's gross.
That's what it was. And it runs the two. I have 2 cuts. They're both one's on the lateral, one's in the mid area. And the calf, which were where the pain was at, where the blow was at, it was just bad. Was just out. It was just popping out. It was just so swollen.
Ow.
And I've been recovering ever since. That happened on March 6th.
It's been over a month.
I got to chill
Nice.
I got to chill 4 days in the hospital. Great hospital, by the way. Queens Hawaii, whatever, I don't know what it's called, Queen something.
Yeah.
Hawaii, Oahu.
Yeah, who cares? They only
Hospital.
saved your
Everybody
life.
was super
Yeah.
nice, real nice people. And then I had to fly back. And so I had to fly back. That sucked. Even though they treated me great, they treated me really nice, but my leg is just swollen. It's open. It's like sensitive. It has to get cleaned out. So I get here, and my brother-in-law and my sister were tasked with like helping me clean the gauzes out and all that.
You say tasked, I say
And
suckers.
it was just a nightmare. It was just a freaking nightmare, and dealing with all the hospital stuff and all that. But luckily, I'm all right. That's my story.
So you're gonna be on
yeah.
you're gonna be on Hawaii 5-0?
No, the crazy part was that week, the week that I was in the hospital, there in one of the islands, the dam broke.
Oh,
What?
really?
Yeah, the dam broke because of all the just like heavy rains. There's been a lot of heavy rains,
Yeah.
and they had to rescue a lot of people. The cool part though is that one of the guys that rescued me made the front page because he was rescuing some other people on the dam thing.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
I was able to get that newspaper,
There you go.
which I thought was pretty cool. Yeah.
That's a silver lining. You were on the newspaper. So you got to spend zero time with your friend then, I take it.
Yeah, Zach, and I feel really bad. My friend's name is Zach, and his lady Carla had this whole week planned for me because they've been in Hawaii with no visitors for over a year. And
Yeah.
I finally decided to you know what? I have time. I could work this COVID thing out, do all the testing and all that.
Yeah.
So did you
And
did you find out if they still did the plans?
well, no.
That's a good question.
I mean, I'm sure they ate the food, right? They always-
I was curious.
yeah.
Yeah. No, well, Zach had he didn't have to, but he flew in to help me out with getting all my stuff from the hotel and getting all the air flight. Because I was on fentanyl and I was on pretty heavy drugs, man. I was feeling good. I just couldn't feel anything, really.
Yeah.
That's what it was. But yeah, when your head's messed up like that, it's hard to be looking at the screen and
Hell yeah.
doing all that, and then phone calls and all that. But so he was able to help me out. He's a good friend. Take me to the airport and all that. But yeah, unfortunately, I left him hanging, man. He was pretty sad about that. I mean, he lives in Hawaii.
If anybody was hanging, it was you, man.
What
Sorry.
the fuck?
oh, I'm sorry. Like I'm the one who fell.
Foo, he's right there.
He's right.
That sucks, dude. I had no idea. When did you tell me this? Like a week and a half ago, right? That you wanted to be on the show because you had a crazy story. I'm over here thinking I don't know, maybe you had some bad shrimp or something. But this is insanity.
What the fuck, some bad
I don't know.
Come on, man.
What do you think when somebody tells you I have a crazy story?
Diarrhea?
Yeah,
Yeah.
But I didn't know it was this until just a few minutes ago.
Yeah, I know. I hadn't really told you the whole story or
No.
that, so
I thought you were fine, dude. Like you could have been dead and I wouldn't have known about it.
you wouldn't have known. You wouldn't have known unless you followed me on Instagram. No, I'm kidding.
What the fuck? You have an Instagram? I'm just
Facebook's all updating the legacy account.
Yeah, there's that legacy account now, huh? Yeah. Anyway.
How's the leg now?
So the leg now, like I said, the swelling is gone and it's starting to heal.
All right.
So the cuts are starting to heal.
Nice.
At first, I was thinking of getting plastic surgery to cover it up. But at this point, plastic surgery is backed up because of COVID and all that. And by the time I get to actually do it, it might be the same as just letting it heal.
And I think your request for a third leg was a little much too.
I mean, this is my chance to go bionic. I'm gonna take it.
Yeah. I mean, that, yeah.
Give
We
me the
think
drugs.
alike
I
in
got
that
it.
respect, yeah. Well, I'm glad you're fine, man.
Super soldier my ass. I'll be cool with it.
Oh, damn. Super
Fucking
speed
$6
over here.
million man, dude.
There you go. Yeah.
$6 million
I'm
man.
hoping I'd be able to jump after this.
I hope the
I couldn't
$6
jump
million
before.
man adjusted for inflation because that's not really saying a whole lot these days.
$1 million is not enough for you, Joe?
No, not for
He's
the kind
now
of
the $60
bionics I
million
want.
man.
$6 billion man makes more sense these days.
Eh.
$1 billion.
That's right. But shit, dude, that's intense. That's intense.
Yeah, it was crazy. The other silver lining was being on top of that mountain, and at like around 1 or 2 a.m., the clouds like cleared up. That was the thing, is the wind was coming, like blowing from all directions.
Yeah.
And they would rain for like hardcore 30 minutes and then just be foggy or clear up. And around 1 or 2 a.m. it cleared up.
Mm-hmm.
And at first I thought I was tripping because it looked like torches, right? Like I saw all of a sudden like these lights just started popping up.
Yeah.
But it happened so slowly that it looked like people were coming up with torches. I was like, damn, that looks weird. But then once it finally cleared up, it was just the city, like all the lights of the city were illuminating it. So I could see down the valley from the top of the mountain and just the city all the way down to the ocean. And it was really nice. That was really cool. My one regret was not launching the drone while I was waiting on the tree. Mm-hmm. But it was that or running out of battery, which would have sucked also on my phone.
True.
Yeah, that's true.
But at
you're
this
here.
point, thinking it over, I could have done it. It would have been epic. So
Yeah.
what are you gonna do?
That's why you don't go chasing waterfalls.
Oh my God.
Yes, we heard you. We
All
heard
right,
you.
good. Well, again, I'm glad you're fine. I'm glad
you
you're
made
gonna recover. What does this say?
Thank you.
What does it say about the future of your leg? Like, are you gonna be able to bend it and use it like regularly, or?
If they offer a bionic leg, I'm taking it. Unfortunately, because I don't have $1 million, I'm guessing that it's gonna heal up over
6
time.
Yeah.
I might need a ligament reconstruction, but like I said, I don't have $1 million, so we'll see how that works out, how that develops.
Well, everybody go to
don't
ALF
know if it
Live
costs
Events,
anything.
man. Let's give this guy some business.
No, it's just nothing. As far as I know, nothing teared off or anything like that. So it's just letting it heal, and then start rehab after that. Unfortunately, the knee is kind of like on standby until the opening closes, heals, at least like a good portion.
Yeah.
And so at this point, I'm just like, I have to put my leg up, keep the leg elevated, chill out. I could the last 2 weeks I started putting pressure on it because while I'm healing, they want the skin to stretch and all that. I'm like,
Yeah.
And so that's where I'm at. Yeah, it should be about 2 more months.
Yeah. You're not writing a screenplay like Bart did when he broke his leg, did you?
No.
Okay, good, because that was an awful screenplay.
That's an awful reference.
Shut up. No, it wasn't. It was a hilarious episode.
Nah.
Anyway, Foo, speaking of The Simpsons and geek stuff, you want to just start geeking out?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right.
Yes.
Okay, nerds, let's go!
Geeking Out is brought to us by the law offices of Rock, Paper, and Scissors. Nothing beats them. So, Foos.
What about Dynamite, Foo?
That's cheating. There's only 3. Foo, you. So I understand everybody saw Falcon and Winter Soldier, right?
What?
I mean, I fell asleep.
I gotta say that Falcon and Winter Soldier gets better every fucking episode, and this one's probably the more intense one because we see the new Captain America just off some guy at the end. I thought that was pretty intense.
Oh yeah.
Foo, it's the best Disney Plus show?
Since WandaVision, Foo, or since Mighty Ducks?
Well, you know what, Foo? I gotta watch Mighty Ducks then.
I haven't even seen Mighty Ducks.
But I heard good
You
stuff
haven't
about
seen
Mighty
Mighty
Ducks.
Ducks?
Not
If
the
we're
new
being honest
series
here.
on Disney Plus.
But Foo, actually, I am caught up on Winter Soldier, but I signed up for the Paramount Plus app, Foo.
Oh, what's happening over there?
Man, I did not know CBS required its own app, dude. Like, I don't know I'm speechless, dude.
Right.
There's no content except for the show called The Neighborhood, Foo.
I hear good things from The Neighborhood.
It's an amazing show, Foo. Who knew Cedric the Entertainer was entertaining, Foo?
It's in the name, dude.
Yeah, but no one knew.
Okay.
What's the price at Paramount Plus?
You can get, I have the commercialless one, so it's $9.99 a month.
Okay.
And then the one with commercials, like the Hulu option, is $5.99 a month.
All right.
If you sign up for a full year, they give you 15% off, if that makes any difference to you.
Mm-hmm.
But it's goddamn, man, it's a good show.
Yeah. Well, we got a treat. Going back to Falcon and Winter Soldier, we got a treat.
No, Foo,
this
we
week.
don't want to.
We got a treat this
I'm
week
just kidding, Foo.
for 1 hour of Zemo just dancing in the club. Did you guys check that out?
Oh, that's right.
No.
The one thing that, DC fans are jealous about, they got it in the Marvel, because, DC fans are just like, bring back the Snyderverse. Just reinstate the Snyderverse.
Mm-hmm.
And then Marvel fans are like, just give us Zemo dancing for an hour like they did in the previous episode. Boom. No fucking question. They put it up on YouTube. It was amazing.
Foo, there's no politics in Marvel. That's why.
What are you talking about? There's all kinds of politics in Marvel.
Have you not
No,
been
there
watching?
isn't. That's why they have
Falcon
Kevin
and Winter
Feige.
Oh, you mean within Marvel?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I'm like,
Idiot.
dude, the first fucking showing of Captain America is literally him punching Hitler in the face.
I mean, Foo, the Sokovia Accords. Need I say more, Foo?
Yeah, no kidding. There's all kinds of politics.
I meant within the company.
Got it. I'm like,
Soldier.
what?
All right.
Within the company, man, Kevin Feige was probably like, yeah, fuck it, just do it.
Yeah.
And it's him just like for 50 seconds on a loop, right?
I think so. Yeah, I got bored after 3 minutes, but that's what it looked like. It was just him dancing for a loop for an hour.
Okay.
Dude,
Yeah.
that
Thank
song
God. I thought
slaps.
you watched the whole thing.
No,
Yeah,
dude, I'm not
Foo,
stupid.
Foo, I gotta say, can you and Steph, can you please stop with this mutant bullshit, dude?
So the mutants are coming, right?
Yeah, the mutants are definitely coming.
They're not coming.
They're coming. They're hidden in there. And watch, they're going to be there all along, and you're going to be like fucking moded.
Now, was I extremely high, Steph, or did they reference a guy named Patch or Patches? Patch, I think.
Patch.
Something like
They
that.
they didn't reference him. They when they were doing the whole getaway scene
Yeah.
before Sharon Carter saved them. This was 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
They were like in front of some nightclub that is owned by, in the comics, is owned by Patches, which is Wolverine.
Wolverine. Yeah.
It's kind of some, you're kind of doing the whole Charlie Day thing here, Foo. We're in the background connecting all these non-existent dots, Foo.
Yeah.
Even though I will say,
No, it's
some pretty
princess bar.
impressive Easter eggs. I gotta say.
Yeah, it's high level Easter eggs that if you know
Yeah.
what they're talking about, it's cool, man. Mutants. Mutants are coming.
Did you see that one?
come.
G
I mean,
Baby,
I like
from
their
last
strategy. I like their strategy. How they're just gonna keep saying it until it happens.
week? That's
You
true.
know?
That's what I'm saying.
mean,
Like, they're just edging everyone, dude.
But there is, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, there's no clue as to whether or not the X-Men are gonna come out at any moment.
And the most
But
egregious.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, the most egregious part of Steph and Jose, with all these mutant fucking Easter eggs,
Yeah.
is it was a goddamn.
Making shit up now.
It was a Podzilla, and they didn't even talk about the Podzilla Easter egg.
Which was what?
The Godzilla Easter egg
There was a Godzilla Easter egg. Tell me more about that.
in that same episode. No, you got to go find it yourself.
No,
Fuck
fuck,
you.
we're doing this.
We're doing this
Say
live.
it.
Yeah.
Say
Okay.
it.
Remember they remember our feature characters in Zemo were walking up to that bridge to Madripoor,
Yeah.
and then like we first see it, and it's like that neon city, and then they're just like, oh, so Madripoor is blah blah blah, and then Falcon is like, what did you think this was? Skull Island?
Oh. Nice.
Yeah, that's why you're reaching too much, dude. You just wish it's there. I get it, Foo. I get it, but stop. Please stop.
No, well, Egg is going to be all over your goddamn face, Foo, when these mutants start
One
coming
of
out
these
the
days.
woodwork. One of these days.
It was all over my breakfast plate this morning, Foo. I gotta say.
Well, it's going to be on your face.
All right, fine.
Well, I think that I got an answer with this previous episode when they actually gave the new Captain America the superpowers, where he injected himself rather than him being experimented on like they did in the comic books. So because all this time I've been saying, well, isn't this dude supposed to have the super soldier serum in him? And we got an answer. He did it himself when he stopped Zemo from destroying all of them in this episode. So. And then,
Foo.
yeah, and then he goes out and he fucking kills one of the what are they called? The Flag Smashers.
The Flag Smashers.
Smashers.
And everybody captures it. It's
And
in
they
4K.
killed his partner too, right?
Battlestar.
Is he dead? Are we?
Yeah, he's dead.
He's totally
He's
dead.
Definitely dead.
They confirmed he's dead.
Oh wow. Okay, so because he's supposed to be a bigger character in the comic
You know what?
books, but
The whole irony about that is that him and Battlestar, when they were talking in that like lobby and like I forget where they were, where he signs like the autograph, and they were actually talking about having the super soldier serum, and he's like, "Do you know how many deaths we could prevent if we had it?" And I mean, fucking, he still took it, and his buddy still died. Like, how ironic, dude.
yeah, it's because they want it for the wrong reasons rather than. It's funny you bring that up because earlier in the episode, don't they ask Sam, hey, like, would you take the super soldier serum? And he's like, no, it's not about that.
Zemo asks him about it.
And because Sam, he's in it for the right reasons. He wants to, there's a different way to be a hero and he wants to do it that way. So,
Is he's getting the shield back?
In the
Or no,
comics,
was that
in the comics, he works up to it. I never read the Falcon Winter Soldier one, but there's like the death of Captain America, where he does take the shield up, but it's not following this story. So they're kind of doing their own. They're kind of doing their own thing. I think it's up in the air if he'll get the shield after all.
well, I think that would make for a good ending of the series. If at the end of the series he ends up getting it, that'd be a nice.
Right, because there's
Closure wise.
Yeah.
I think he might end up getting the shield, and then his partner that we saw in the first episode might take up the Falcon. Wings.
Yeah,
Because in
the army
com-
kid, right?
Yeah, I forgot what his name is, but he actually in the comics he becomes
He's
Falcon.
the new Falcon,
He's the new
right?
Falcon. So I think they might just trade roles that way.
You know what, man? They just need to contact Nintendo and be like, "Can we just please use Captain Falcon 6 times, please?"
Yeah. That's not gonna happen, but yeah.
Wishful thinking, Foo.
I know, man.
Back to the Snyder thing. Did they get you guys with the Justice League release? Are you guys with that hype?
Yeah,
Like
dude.
the restore the Snyderverse.
Whatever, the 4-hour release they did.
Oh, did you watch it? I watched it twice.
Me too.
Really?
I watched
I thought it was
because
the same crap.
well, they re-released it in black and white, which to me looked cooler than the other colors. But for sure, you got to watch the regular one first.
Ollie, if you think it was the same movie, you didn't watch the fucking movie. It was a completely different movie.
It's a whole
Dude,
different movie.
none of the colors matched.
and that too.
That's the most important part here.
Yeah. No, like the plot is absolutely like different. Like
It's still the same. I know, but it's still the same. Like we're filming commercials here for each superhero.
Yeah, but you know what? In the
And,
black
like,
in the black and white one, the Justice League is the villains.
okay.
Yeah, they picked on Steppenwolf, dude. Poor guy.
Get out of here with your Justice League or the bullies. Steppenwolf wins.
Steppenwolf
All
was
he
a
wanted
dick
to
the
do
whole
was
time.
go home, dude.
All he wanted to do is
you
destroy
wanted-
Earth. What are you talking about?
It's a small
Give
price to
brother
pay
a
to go
break.
home,
Oh, for
dude.
fuck's sake.
Just wanted to go home. Get out of here.
Yeah. So
Anyways.
so that happened. Anyway, yeah. So I'm John Walker. He's in for some shit in this next episode. With everything being online of people, with their cameras filming him kill a guy. It's not going to bode well for him. So I think that the media will turn on him, and then the government will turn on him too, and try to take away or strip away the Captain America from it. Now, what does he become after he's Captain America?
U.S. agent, Foo.
So I think we're going to see that come about in these next few episodes, or at least by the end of the season. he will become that rather than Captain America.
Because I think if they take away the shield, they're contradicting themselves that they need a symbol. So you know what? If they do take away the shield, which I think they will, I think they're gonna just look for a replacement immediately again.
He's not gonna go down easy though. I mean, now he's a super soldier now, so he's.
But Foo, they write his paychecks, Foo.
Well, that's why he's still on our side. He's still a good guy, quote unquote, doing their bidding.
Kind of feels like they're gonna be able to walk in there with some other guy and be like, "All right, this is the new Captain America."
And hopefully that new guy is Sam.
Hopefully is the Falcon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's gonna be some other random guy. That's what I think.
Whatever.
Like they're just gonna be able to be like, "All right, you're stripped."
We have a new Captain America.
Yeah. I mean, why not? They did them all dirty with the way they did this guy, right?
Well,
That's true.
if there is a god, it's gonna be Godzilla.
Captain Kaiju?
Captain Kaiju.
No, that's a different person.
That'd be
completely.
dope if they actually made a War Machine, Iron Patriot from this.
Oh shit! I wasn't even thinking of that.
That'd be fucking sick.
War Machine has at least.
Yeah, because we saw him.
Don Cheadle. He was only in the first couple episodes.
Saw him in the first episode.
Yeah.
Dang.
That'd be dope if they made him the Iron Patriot now.
They probably will.
We'll see, Foos. There's 2 episodes left. It's going pretty good, but
Is each episode going to be 2 hours long, like WandaVision?
It wasn't 2 hours long.
Like
according
30,
to
45
Fuse,
minutes.
yes, but we all know better than that.
Oh come on! There's none of that talk happening on this one. They're pretty straightforward with this one, man. It's like a spy kind of thing with this series, rather than a
Spy thriller, Foo.
yeah, rather than like a science fiction-y kind of thing with magic and such.
I mean, the super soldier serum is science fiction, so
Yeah, but
They
you know
were
what I
talking about-
mean. You know what I mean.
You know, I really like the scene in this episode where he's running. Cap is running down the hallway, and he's just like, "Where is she?" Right? And I just like got that parallel with fucking Christian Bale's Batman.
Where is her?
And I'm just like, where have I heard that before?
Yeah,
It's like, oh yeah, it was Batman.
from a DC property.
Yep.
Well, they're
I
doing
mean,
a great
him
job.
looking at the clock and all that, that was pretty cool. That was intense. Like, it was building up.
Oh
He
yeah.
was going to blow up and all that. That was cool. I like that.
Yeah. Well, there's something else that Steph wanted to talk about. There's a new podcast you discovered with an impressive lineup of cast members, right, Steph?
Oh right. It's from Q Code Media, and the podcast is called Unwanted. Hold on, let me pull it up.
so it's the movie.
No,
No.
it's a whole different story.
Yeah.
It's its
Steph
own
and I,
thing?
yeah, it's its own thing. Steph and I listened to episode 1 of this podcast. It's pretty much like it's the audio of like a show, but they're doing a really good job in telling it. And tell us who the cast members are.
So it has Billy Magunson. Hold on. Let me-
Flula.
Billy Magutin, who's that?
Hold on.
Got me.
Riveting stuff.
Lamore Morris,
Oh, yeah, that guy's great.
Billy Magnuson, Jamie Lee O'Donnell, Flula Borg, Jake Johnson is in here. A lot
Oh, I
of
like that guy in that one.
Ron Funches, like the Foo said, Alicia Renee, Matthew Nozaka. There's like a whole cast of comedians, and the whole podcast is set on these 2 guys who come across an opportunity to catch this wanted person that gets out of jail, try to get the reward for $1 million so that they could pay off their student loans. And it's like set in this like 80s theme,
Like Vice. Kind
right?
Of thing.
It's like a 80s theme movie, and there's only like a handful of episodes. I think it's like 8 episodes, and there's a short podcast. It's like a one and done type of deal, and it's hilarious. Oh my god!
So yeah, this lady like breaks out of prison in the first episode, and she's like a dangerous wanted criminal. And the 2 main characters, they run her over in their shitty car, like they help her out. They don't know who she is, but they're more freaked out about like they just hit somebody rather than, oh, this might be like a dangerous criminal. And then after the fact, they realize, oh my God, when they see her face wanted on the news, she's a fucking wanted criminal. And now they have to go back looking for her because they want that money. So yeah, I'm sure they get into all kinds of crazy shenanigans after that. So I'm going to look forward to listening to the rest of the series.
How far along are you guys so far?
Only episode 1 so far.
Oh, I finished it already.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, goddamn.
It's super easy to listen to.
They're like 25-minute episodes, right?
Yeah, and some of the episodes are even shorter than that.
Oh, wow.
So you can get
So
through.
this is all podcast?
It's
Yeah.
a podcast. It's called Unwanted, and the person or artist that we all loved so dearly who does the theme song is none other than Rick Astley.
Rick Astley, Foo.
Oh, yes.
And we'll talk about more about that in the music highlights.
No.
You're not going to get Rickrolled, but it is Rick Astley.
Ooh, that's a pretty high standard if you don't Rickroll us, dude. All right.
All right.
So it's a pretty solid comedy drama. Just imagine, it gives you all the sounds like the car screeching, when they close doors, you hear all of those sounds. So it's not like just a talk podcast. You hear the drama unfold through the sound engineering as well.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, Foo, what do you think about that? You going to check it out?
No.
All right.
Yes.
Think I'll play some Madden, Foo.
All right.
What are you playing right now, Food?
I'm playing Madden, and what was I playing the other? Oh, there's this Xbox game called Golf with Friends. I've been playing that. It's a
That sounds boring
18-hole
as
mini
fuck.
golf.
Golf with friends?
Golf with Friends. Me and Josh played the other day. It was pretty cool. We played in space. How many people do you know golf in space, dude?
Just you, man, and some
You're looking at
astronauts.
one of them, Foo.
God damn it.
Yeah, my game catalog has been pretty dry since I finished The Last of Us, which I bored the Fubar show to death with, going over the recap.
You said it, not me. But
Sounds like a great game.
yeah.
Can't wait to play that game.
Golf with Friends, though, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's the shit.
Yeah, you're
There's
really
also-
selling it.
Have you played any golf? Real golf?
Not since that one time we went. That was literally my last time. That was my last time playing golf, dude.
Oh man, that sucks.
You know what? Interestingly enough, now that you bring that up, there's actually this golf range about 20 minutes away from me. Their range is actually it's like not a lake, not that big, but like a smaller version of a lake, and in the middle they have like the little targets, and then like the ranges.
Is it off the 57?
Yeah.
Yeah, that place is dope. Yeah.
Yeah, I passed by it a couple weeks ago, and I was like, dude, I gotta check that out. Like, I thought it looked sick, being able to like hit golf balls onto that little mini island, and then like they have a speedboat that picks up all the golf balls.
Did you guys hear they're opening Top Golf over there by your house, Jose?
Oh yeah. Huh.
Yeah, it should be by the end of the year, or at least by early January of next
Like
year.
a new facility, or like reopening.
Top Golf. There's no Top Golf in California. This will be the first Top Golf in California.
Oh, damn, a new one, because I know they
Have
have
you
one.
ever played?
They have one in Vegas, right?
Same thing.
Oh,
It'll be
okay.
the same thing, but it'll be right there in Ontario, off of Euclid, and dang, I can't remember the other cross
just a
street.
bike ride away.
I guess there's like a big recreational park right there.
Mhm.
Is it north of the
There-
freeway, or south?
South of the 10.
Okay, yeah.
So
There's a
north
big
of the 60.
there's a big park over there.
They're taking over that corner. I guess there's a corner somewhere. around
Dude,
there. I
that's
don't know,
pretty.
I read
That's
the
pretty
review
dope, man.
for it.
Too bad Fuse doesn't play golf.
I don't care for it.
I know, but the Top
Nope.
Golf. Have you ever played Top Golf?
Explain.
Top Golf is like playing darts with golf.
Okay.
It's all digital. You get a little bar. You get a little mini bar where you're playing at,
It's a point
and
system.
you get like a little bartender and all that.
Yeah.
And then everything is based on the sensors on the ground are connected to your TV screen, and that's how you're playing these games.
Oh, tight. Okay.
So on the screen, it looks like you're playing darts.
Mhm.
You know, you have to clear them, or you have to hit as many points as you want or whatever. And it's I think they have something like 22 between 22 to 27 games. I can't remember right now, but that you can play within that system or whatever. Yeah, and it's cool. You have it's kind of like the bowling alley, the Lucky Stripes,
Like that kind
where
of
you
vibe.
get a little bar, you get a little bartender and all that.
All right.
It's really cool.
It's gonna be off of Archibald.
Oh, all right. So it's pretty fucking close
you
to
go.
us. It's by the airport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Foo,
10 minutes
what,
away.
what else you got going on, Foo? Just strumming a bunch of strings like a nobody, Foo?
Yeah.
Jesus.
How'd you know?
I mean, the fucking I almost said the Foo Bar show. The TFE hasn't played a show in a long time.
Yeah. If you haven't noticed, Foo, there's kind of a pandemic happening all over the place here.
Apparently, the pandemic doesn't exist for the Foo because he's out shopping willy nilly. Not a care in
Yeah,
the
live your
world,
best life.
Fucking YOLO.
YOLO, dude.
right?
Yeah.
I
No.
don't care. I
But 'cause
don't
your
care
life's
how
gonna
long
be
those lines are
over.
at Costco.
We'll probably be playing some more shows.
We'll
starting
make
in
enough
June.
time, goddamn.
Yeah. Anyway, I think that's gonna do it for Geeking Out, guys. What do you think?
No, it's not, Foo.
Why? What do you got? What bullshit do you have to talk about?
Well, Foo, I know we all talked about Godzilla vs. Kong very recently, Foo.
Oh, right.
One of
you
the
were absent, by the way, if I can remind you.
Yeah, just in case everyone forgot, we saw it, Foo. But anyways, the director of the director of Kong, of Godzilla, King of the Monsters, that had the ultimate villain, King Ghidorah.
Yeah.
He actually, and this is tying into Godzilla vs. Kong or whatever, Kong vs. Godzilla.
Sure.
It is little known, Foo, that he actually the three heads of Ghidorah were actually named, Foo.
Really?
Yeah, Ichi is the middle head.
Is that the dumb one?
No. Ichi's the middle head. Ni is the right head.
Uh-huh.
And then San is the third head on Ghidorah's left, or if you're looking straight at him, you are right.
But like this one's the derpy one, right?
Well, well, Foo, San, which is the derpy head you're talking about,
Yeah.
his nickname is Kevin.
Of course.
So, Kevin Ghidorah, Foo.
Oh God.
So, Foo, it turns out, lo and behold, Kevin Ghidorah is the one whose skull they used to power up Mechagodzilla.
Oh Jesus. So that's why he lost the fight.
That's why he lost the fight, Foo.
Well,
So there's two more heads out there somewhere?
No, Godzilla destroyed him.
yeah.
But technically, I think in different Godzilla lore, Kevin Ghidorah, his head was saved and resurrected to the middle head, and then they created the two robotic heads to restore Ghidorah in the future.
You
But
think
yeah,
there's?
so I
you
just
think
thought it was funny the one you see in all the memes and like those fan arts where they're like there's the two serious Ghidorah and there's like the derpy one on the right hand side.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Kevin, Foo.
Do you think we're ever gonna see a mechanical Ghidorah then, or nah? That's done.
So there was never one in like the original universe we all watched, Foo, that we treaded through those first 15 movies.
Yeah.
But in the next series of movies, there is a mechanical one.
Ah.
And he's in the same movie as the regular Ghidorah.
Okay.
Time travel's involved, Foo. It's very, very clear.
What's the update on being able to view these movies?
Oh, actually, Joe C got a link to the next Godzilla, which he and Steph say is shite, where they battle the sea lice.
Well, you're gonna be awfully disappointed when if that's what you think he fights sea lice. Fine, go ahead, watch it.
Watch it.
But yeah,
Wait, what do you mean?
I'm not gonna give anything away. I challenge you to watch it and not be like, what the fuck just happened?
Watch it.
Thought he was supposed to fight some sea lice, but no. But anyway, that's as far as I'm gonna go. And the fact that you haven't seen it by now is disappointing, Foo.
Well, Foo, I mean, we got stuff going on here with the baby. And all
All of a sudden.
Yeah, you're just
dude.
waiting.
Yeah.
that. No, we're not.
Your wife isn't on the podcast.
There's
I can
prepping.
believe that
Foo,
from
she's
her.
doing her own podcast, Foo.
Is she really?
No.
Oh. Like, oh, man. right.
That would have been cool. So technically, the next one that the Foo asked, Foo, you're taking the reins over for Podzilla for the next series. I did the first 15. You do the next 7.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
So Foo and Steph have to watch Godzilla versus Violante next.
All right.
Well, we didn't even do a Podzilla for the Return of Godzilla.
Yeah, we didn't yet.
Oh shit. Well, get to it, Foos.
What the fuck? This is your brainchild. Why do we have to do?
I did the 15 already. Now it's your turn.
You
Foo.
gotta go the distance, Foo.
So wait, what's going on? Like, how do you not have enough time to do a podcast?
That's
Yeah,
what I'm
Fuze,
saying.
what the
No,
fuck?
we're talking to you, Foo.
No, I'm talking to the Foo.
Oh.
What's going on here? Like, is it the missus? Is not like what is?
I got to start taking Lamaze classes, Foos.
So you could take them while you're on. What's the big deal?
No, I can't.
Sure,
Yeah,
you
you
can.
They're all anal
Nobody's
about
gonna
it.
mind.
They're like, if you don't have Microsoft Teams, you can't be part of Lamaze class. I'm like, wow, that's gay.
Are they really doing it on a Sunday afternoon, though?
No, we're doing it
No.
on Saturdays from 9 to 1. And then the next weekend is Saturday, like 11 to 3.
Oh, good. Your
You
Sundays
gotta
are
do
free
one.
then.
I want to see the Foo in Lamaze class.
Take
In
a
Lamaze,
picture.
dude.
Take a picture.
Yeah, that's a
Tell you what.
podcast episode.
Tell you what, I'll
Yeah.
record some of it.
There you go. Yeah.
And then I'll teach you, Foos, the proper breathing techniques for child delivery.
Right.
Because, you never know what Foos and Steph are up to over there.
Well, I know that you're gonna repurpose those for when you're constipated.
I was gonna
Hey,
say
man,
you might find them oddly familiar.
Yeah.
Hey, Foo, it says how to deal with general pain,
There
not
you
just
go.
childbirth, Foo.
I'm saying. I mean, I know
But
you
Foo,
a lot of Keurigs in your poops.
Foo, after you tread through your next Godzilla movie, then it's the big payoff, Foo. Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah, where they bring in Mecha King Ghidorah, Foo.
Tight. Yeah, we're in the 80s now. We're in the new era of Godzilla movies. So
Yeah, after the next one, you guys are slated to watch because I need to watch The Return of Godzilla. We're out of the 80s, dude. We're out of the 80s.
thank God. Okay. All right. Well, let's look forward to that. I still have no idea what's happening. I'm just gonna expect you to watch them, Foo.
Watch them.
Fine.
And then report on them.
Do what you must.
All right. Well, everybody stick around for the joint report. That's gonna do it for Geeking Out.
Are you on weed? Give me some. I'll smoke you two under the table.
The Joint Report is brought to us by Joint Rollers, the top rehab clinic for ankle injuries. Now that I know what happened to fucking G Baby, you should go to Joint Rollers, dude. I think he rolled more than a joint, though. Anywho,
He rolled his ligaments, Foo.
yeah, he rolled all kinds of shit. But what I wanted to talk about was something interesting that I found on hightimes.com, that Lake Superior State University recently announced that they will be offering those that are interested and qualified students a cannabis chemistry scholarship. What they're doing is that they're doing this so that it can promote people to actually go into that field and then grow their own industry. This could not be possible without the support of Steadfast Labs, a cannabis testing facility located in Hazel Park, Michigan, working in conjunction with that college. They're funding it with a $1,200 scholarship every year for students going to school for cannabis chemistry, opening up even more opportunity for those students. So, in order to be eligible for the Cannabis Chemistry Scholarship, students must be sophomores or above and have a GPA of 3.0 and higher. Students who live in the Detroit area will be given priority, as Steadfast Labs is based in Detroit. But this can spread. At least this concept with this industry can spread if they get some good candidates, they finish college, and then they get hired. But I mean, I think it's a good avenue to get into that kind of industry and not have to deal with the day-to-day, actually working like in a shop or anything like that. This is actually producing cannabis products, high-quality cannabis products on a medicinal level and hopefully a recreational level, because as far as we're being told, that medical is priority, and that's what we voted for, at least just to get that foot in the door. But in 2020, the school took it a step further, opening a cannabis chemistry facility for students and teachers. Those in the program can now use real cannabis buds instead of just segregates that are similar to the cannabis plant, while remaining in the school's words, fully compliant with all of legal requirements for limited use of regulated materials in an educational setting. And you got to know that they got to be fucking lighting that shit up after class, right? They got to. If I'm a student.
What about during class, Foo?
Well, I don't know, man. You don't want it to stink.
Oh, chemistry class. They have a good ventilation system.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Food, they could just go to the lab and do a lab experiment, Foo.
Right.
They're testing the quality of the product.
I'm down for that. I wish
You
I was a
forgot to
sophomore.
also thank Method Man and Red Man.
Are they a part of that?
Without this, none of this would ever happen. Without them.
No, I'm sure they're
How high?
catalysts. Oh, I get it.
That was his thing.
Now, this is a new step of including a cannabis chemistry scholarship that's making this program even more inclusive and accessible because they're leaning into equity movements that have been happening across the U.S. this year and the last year regarding cannabis. Although LSSU program is the first of its kind, focused squarely on cannabis chemistry, more colleges are now following suit. The school claims that the cannabis industry should create more than 500,000 jobs by next year. And their aim is to make sure that those who graduate are prepared to work in public health and safety, regulatory management, and business applications. Thanks to this exciting new cannabis chemistry scholarship, students will be more able to study their chosen path and eventually become qualified to work in the clinical chemistry, food safety and quality assurance, or formulation and process development in a growing cannabis industry. So there's all kinds of things you could do in this industry, just like with any other industry. It's shit. I mean, if I could probably get more experience in cannabis aside from actually enjoying the product, I could probably go do some HR work with them. So, I mean, the future looks bright, and I'm down like a clown, Charlie Brown.
Give me a job.
Yeah. Somebody please give her a job. And as programs like this gain traction in the academic world, the stigma against cannabis will slowly be receding as we continue. So things are looking up. I am, especially for the new generation, they will have the luxury of saying that they have an opportunity more than just throwing away a bunch of money to a university. I mean, I think the stigma right now has been with those who are struggling with their student loans is like, what the fuck did I just pay for? I can't even get a job that's covering most of these loan costs.
I.e. me?
Yeah, like Steph. And so...
Get a real job, Steph.
I've been trying. What the fuck?
But anyhow, I don't know, man. I just want to see what you guys might have to say about something like this. And Foo, I mean, you're having a kid in about like 20 years. You're probably... I mean, is this something you're going to encourage?
For her to do...
Chemistry, man.
Marijuana chemistry?
Chemistry.
Yeah.
No.
Chemistry, period. It doesn't matter what it is.
No.
She can be a chemical engineer.
Fuck that. She'll be a doctor.
You
Of
could still
cannabis?
be a doctor. Yeah, you could still be a doctor of
No.
biochemical engineering.
She'll be engineer. That's plan C.
What the
Way to
fuck?
limit your unborn child.
I mean, look, Foo, she can do whatever she wants, but the door's gonna hit her on the ass when she turns 18 if she's not making moves.
Nice, dude.
Spoken like a true parent.
You're worse than your wife.
Foo, she can join the army for all I care.
Your wife?
No,
Oh.
my kid. Actually, no, not the army. Maybe the Air Force, Foo.
Do you and your wife have good eyesight?
I do.
All right. Well, then that's a no.
What a dick.
But anyway, that's what I had for today. Everybody stick around for... Now, we're not doing sports, right?
No, Foo, there's nothing going on in sports, Foo. The sports world's at a standstill.
Yeah, because the number one story is what, golf?
Golfing with friends.
Like I said, Foo.
All right, so we're going to skip sports
In
today.
space.
Some killer action on the on Twitch, Foo.
Got it. All right, man. Well, that's going to do it for the Joint Report. Everybody stick around for the music highlights.
Smoke weed every day.
The music highlights is brought to us by Rug Cutters. Learn how to dance while getting a brand new carpet installed. Rug Cutters. Foos, on today. just like we had promised, we have some Rick Astley for you. Now, he has a new song that is pretty much the theme song for the new Unwanted podcast we just finished talking about over in Geeking Out. And I wanted to share that with you because I think it's something new for him, and it doesn't even sound like Rick Astley. So check this out. And Foo Facts, Foo. They're brought to us by NBA Travel Agency. These days, Foo, nobody cares if you travel. Anyway, you got some Foo Facts for us today, Foo?
Yeah, man.
All right.
But first, Foo,
Lay it
like
on.
you said, there's nothing going on in sports, right?
No, well, I mean,
it
is
was
there?
opening day.
For what?
Dodgers.
Oh yeah, opening day was this week.
I was
We got the
over a
rings.
week ago, motherfucker.
Nah, they got the rings on. Like,
Yeah, they got the...
For their first homestand. Yeah. They got their rings, which are pretty badass. For their first home
Foo
series.
doesn't give a shit about
He
your
doesn't.
rings.
Lakers beat the Nets yesterday by 20 points.
Fucked them up, dude.
Just saying.
Foo, Hideki Matsuyama. First Japanese guy to win the Masters tournament. Foo, he just won it a couple minutes ago.
Foo Facts. Foo Facts. Nice.
Is that tennis?
Golf.
Golf.
Oh, we're still talking about golf?
I guess.
This is Masters weekend. That was the other thing I was going to say, like, it's Masters weekend.
No, we're not doing a sports segment. Not
An
today.
ad-lib sports, Foo? Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. All right, Foo.
McElroy choke.
Foo, this week, Foo,
Yeah.
we're going to flare it up, Foo.
All right.
We're going to talk about Earth facts, Foo.
Oh, the Earth?
The Earth.
All right.
URF, Foo. Earth.
Earth.
La madre.
Foo, did you know the Earth's core is as hot as the sun's surface?
Oh. Foo Facts. Foo Facts. I did not know that.
It's kind of like
You saw
that.
Godzilla versus Kong.
I know, Foo. Hollow Earth, Foo. But what's below the hollow part, Foo?
The core. And that's the energy they get their shit from, right?
Oh, dang, Foo. It's like that meme with the astronauts with the gun behind the other. You mean to tell me Earth's a ravioli? And the guy's like, always was. Always has been.
Always has
Always
been.
has been.
Well, Foo, here's another interesting fact, Foo, which is probably relative to why humans don't have long lifespans, Foo. The Earth is actually radioactive and generates 40 terawatts of heat, which leads to radiation, Foo.
Foo Facts. Foo Facts. That's interesting.
That's probably why certain fish and amphibian-like, creatures, Foo, they have really long fucking lifespans, Foo. It's because they're in a cooled environment compared to us up above the crust of the Earth, Foo.
Meanwhile,
So
tortoises
if we
are
destroy
laughing.
the Earth, we'll live longer.
Dang, let's do it, man. I'm down.
That's not how that... Well, it shouldn't work that way, at least.
No, it shouldn't.
Well, let's establish
close.
ourselves in Mars first, and then we'll talk.
Just gonna trash
As
that
long as it's not
planet?
Musk, dude, I'm down.
It's only Musk. What are you talking about?
He's already
Just kidding,
over
man.
there.
Just kidding, man. I know he's from Mars. That's why you guys you got the wool dragged over your eyes, Foos.
And you're from Venus, Foo.
Look, Mars is entirely
up.
populated by robots.
It is.
Foo, there is actually life below the sea floor, Foo, even those deepest, darkest parts of the sea, Foo. A team of scientists revealed they had found traces of bacteria, around 10 billion bacterial cells below the seafloor, deeper than was previously discovered, Foo.
Foo Facts. Foo Facts. And I think they're using that same logic to say that there's a possibility that there could be life in another planet because of those extreme conditions.
Yeah, because, I mean, fast forward to, millions, if not thousands of years, these bacteria eventually evolve and grow. And then as they kind of move into other atmospheric conditions, Foo, you know, we see evolution, Foo, good old Darwin. So, yeah, there probably is life on other planets, man, but they can't destroy the Earth yet, Foo. So we're fine.
Yeah, we're fine. Well, at least there's life out there. It's just not intelligent life.
And we haven't found it yet.
Yeah.
Thank God they haven't found us either.
Yeah, we don't want that.
Yeah,
They've
Foo,
already
we should
found
rickroll
us.
them.
We should rickroll them. That'd be the first thing that happens.
Foo, here's our next one, Foo.
Uh-huh.
You know moss, Foo? You know all about moss, right?
No.
It's green and fuzzy.
Well, did you Foos know
Like Oscar the Grouch.
moss actually lives on the surface soils in deserts as well?
Foo Facts. Foo Facts.
How? Is it like a one that you kind of moss
Foo,
that you don't have to water?
you would assume that moss would just dry out in the desert, right?
Yeah.
Well, Foo, guess what?
What?
Moss is... this thing refers to it as mosses, but it's moss. Moss has the ability to capture water straight out of the air, so moss can actually break down H2O
Damn.
from oxygen, Foo.
All right.
Which is why it is existent in dry places such as deserts, Foo.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
Which is why when you drive to Vegas, Foo, you just don't see sand everywhere. You see greenery, Foo.
That's true. I mean, at the side of the road there, you get a little,
Yeah.
green stuff happening.
Okay, Foo.
They're surviving.
Isn't that one of the ways you find water in the desert?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you
Plants.
just got to follow the greenery, Foo, and then you'll get there.
Like, follow the moss.
Let's see here, Foo. Aha, here we go. You Foos ever heard of earthquake weather?
Yes.
Yeah.
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 Well,
a bunch
Foo,
of quacks always talk about it every year.
to your joy and delight, Foo, earthquake weather is a myth, Foo.
I knew it.
Foo Facts. Foo Facts.
Yeah, every time somebody brings something like that, I was like, "Shut up! I'm done listening to you."
They're just like, oh, the pavement smells weird. There's an earthquake coming. It's like, no, it's not.
"No, it's not."
It's not how
smells
it
weird
works.
because we've paved fucking asphalt on the earth.
Yeah. You got to look at the animals. Let them speak.
According to
This is why you go to school, kids.
Motherfucker, do you speak it?
According to seismologist Dr.
Seismologist.
Lucy Jones from Caltech, earthquakes below the surface of the Earth need a constant fault to happen. And guess what? That has nothing to do with weather. Weather is non-existent below the Earth. Take that.
Foo Facts. Foo Facts.
Thanks for that. Was like the same Foo fact, but I appreciate the reinforcement of the fact.
Yeah. Well, I mean, unless you're talking about the hollow Earth, right, Foo?
That's right, Foo.
Right.
You know, there's a theory like similar to that there's like people can feel that the storm is coming because they can feel it in their bones, which is sort of related to how the barometer starts to drop and the pressure in the atmosphere gets a little heavier.
Yeah. Because their bones are just
Be-
a little
because-
bit.
Well,
more
well, that
sensitive.
makes
But-
sense because of the like storm weathers or whatnot.
Right.
But like earthquakes, there's no telling an earthquake coming. It
Oh
just
no,
happens.
there's no telling an earthquake's coming. But that theory of feeling a storm coming in your bones has kind of been debunked. Like the science isn't.
Oh, yeah.
The science doesn't back it. That's
Tell
all.
that to
It's
my
all
grandma,
folklore.
Steph. Okay.
It's mostly folklore.
Tell us, good old grandma.
It is a good name for that feeling, though. To like kind of feel that change.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
You just
But
call it like earthquake weather.
it's weird though how like right before an earthquake, all the animals will get quiet.
Yeah, they feel it first, I guess.
They feel
People
it, like, split
people
second.
compare. I think the oh my joints are aching to animal like instinct, but
Joints is mostly
You're
for
dying.
weather.
you're dying. Damn.
You should get
Or
that. You should get that.
Could mean you have arthritis, but who knows?
Yeah, it might just be that.
Well, Foo, here's
hear a lot
some
of birds.
bad news, Foos.
What's that?
Or good news if we think of it, what the implications of this for Florida are, Foo.
Oh, good old Florida.
Seas could rise 2.5 feet by the year 2100, Foo. We are headed toward a at least 2 foot sea level rise by the end of the century. Consequences from a 1 to 2 foot sea level rise could mean severe threats to low-lying island nations. So a lot of international nations, but in the U.S., a lot of our states with narrow, shallow beaches will also be the demise of their ecosystem, Foo.
Foo Facts. Foo Facts.
Sorry, my finger slipped. What were you saying?
I said goodbye, Florida, Foo.
Oh, goodbye, Florida. Okay.
We're gonna have gators become residents now, Foo.
Well, I'm looking forward to my inland empire estate here becoming beachfront property very soon.
We'll be long dead.
Yeah, we will.
That's a problem for our kids.
Yeah.
Hey, Foos, you know this whole global warming myth, Foo?
Shut up. Well, it's
kidding.
called climate change.
Foo, climate change is actually not determined by the melting of the ice caps, Foo.
Oh yeah.
Because that has nothing to do with the Earth regulating its temperature. Clouds, Foo. Clouds are the true source of the Earth being able to regulate its temperature.
Foo Facts. Foo Facts.
How's that happening?
Foo, there's not enough research yet, but there's no hard fact data trying to put the pretty much trying to determine if clouds, if they will increase or decrease if we will get more or fewer depending on the climate changing warmer. But it is a true fact and tested theory that clouds actually help regulate Earth's temperature more than the ice caps do, considering the atmosphere, Foo.
Or maybe a combination of the two.
Did you
Say
ever
that again,
think?
Foo?
Maybe a combination of the two?
No, it's unknown at this point because there's not enough research made, and a lot of research and data, you know, they don't explore this information. But at Caltech, they're actually exploring this information. They're trying to come up with climate models and use artificial intelligence with cloud simulations to see what exactly it would mean if there's an increase or decrease in clouds.
Oh wow.
Isn't that what the movie, one of the Highlander movies is about?
I've never seen
There
it.
can only be one, man.
Did you ever think that?
No, there's multiple Highlander movies.
There can only be one.
Yeah, it's only one though. It's only the one guy.
I don't know, dude. I haven't seen that movie in forever. I forgot what it was even about.
I know, but for some reason that stuck in my mind where like it was all based on the clouds and how they covered them and all that. Like kind of like Matrix related. But
Jesus Christ, what's happening in the background? Someone being shot. over
Ooh,
there.
cowboys and Indians, Foo, they're at battle.
All right, man. You got one more? You want to bring it home?
Oh, damn, I have a lot more, but...
Bring it home, man.
Putting me on the spot, Foo. I gotta... oh, shit, this is a crazy one.
the movie's Lethal Weapon. Sorry.
Damn. All lethal weapon, you Foo. Damn, there's a couple good ones here. I'll bank this website for next... I'll bank these facts for next time.
Right.
So much knowledge in that brain.
Yeah. Thanks. PopularMechanics.com. Foo,
What?
Route 66. The Route 66 is longer than it is from the surface of the Earth to the core of the Earth. Route 66 is longer than that distance, Foo.
Foo Facts. Foo Facts.
That is interesting.
Assuming you could create a clear path to the middle of the Earth, which is near impossible, measuring the radius, Foo, Route 66 is actually longer. That's pretty insane.
Have you ever taken that ride, man? I've always wanted to take that ride from LA to Chicago on Route 66. I'm sure that's a bit of an odyssey there.
Foo, not interested.
All right. What about on a
Really?
motorcycle? People do it all the time, right?
Yeah.
People actually
say we do it and you put it on the pod.
Dang.
Who's on the run?
Who's on the run?
Foos
What's that? There's another. There's some type of like biker convention in South Dakota.
Yeah.
That people do. That's That's way more sought out
that
than the
Sturgis?
boring ass
that what
Route
that is?
66 fucking thing.
That's the one where everybody got COVID.
Right.
Yeah. The same one, Steph.
The very same. All right. Well, Foo, another successful podcast. Ollie, thanks for being on today and sharing your fucking fucked up story with us. Oh.
Can I give a fact to the Foo that I found out this weekend?
Oh, sure.
Shit, dude.
Since he's having a mini Foo and all,
Yeah.
the average 4-year-old kid asks 400 questions per day. So that's something you have-
Foo Facts. Foo Facts.
The Foo does not have that kind of patience.
So I have to build up my arsenal of Foo Facts for my little Foo?
Yeah.
Be ready. Be ready is all I'm saying.
Well, I mean, hopefully most of those are, but why?
And they will be, probably.
And your number one answer is going to be because.
Yeah. Yeah, don't actually answer the questions. Otherwise, you're going to go into this weird rabbit hole that becomes very morbid.
And then you're just going to snap at the kid.
Yeah.
Like, because mom fucked me over, that's why. And now I got to deal with your little ass.
Yeah.
You know what? As long as I can train my kid, when we go over to your Foo's house,
You can't.
to be like, yeah, I can. Shut up.
No, you can't.
As long,
Give him lots of treats and keep him
Yeah.
on the leash.
You're going to train
Foo,
the kid like a
give them
dog.
on-site commands, Foo. As long as I can coach, there you go.
Uh-huh.
As long as I can coach my child, whenever we visit you guys, if you ask if she's hungry, to say yes, pineapple pizza, please. Fuck, dude, that's hell yeah.
And we'll have
I
it.
win.
We'll
I,
have it
I
ready.
win, dude. I would like to see you tell my child no.
Oh, I can't wait.
Dude, I'll fuck you up, dude.
No. Like in slow-mo. Their hair is moving. No.
You're screaming that loud?
Yeah,
No.
I'm screaming that loud. Like wacko
Jesus,
burping
man.
at her. Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, another successful podcast. Josh will be joining us in the next one, and we're going to have a very special musical guest.
Yeah, I saw that, Foo. Guess what, Foo? I will not be joining you.
Why is that?
It's Jackie's birthday next weekend, Foo. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
All of a sudden.
Yeah, all of a sudden, for 30 years, it's been her birthday. No predictable data available
Sounds
to
suspect.
see this coming. Stuff.
I didn't write any of this down, man. I don't know when her birthday is.
Nobody knows.
Well, we do now. Well, happy birthday to Jackie.
Happy birthday, Jackie.
Happy birthday.
Foo, your happy birthday is unwarranted, Foo. Check yourself.
All right. Well, anyway. Thank y'all very much for listening into the Foo Bar Show. Thanks for hitting subscribe, and remember to rate, review, and tell your friends like a freaking champion. You can always reach us and check out our merch at foobarshow.com. That's FOObarshow.com, and search FOO Bar Show on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. Check us out, drop us a line, and we'll fill it up like a couple of Foos. I've been Joe C.
With Jeff P.
And Steph.
Signing off for Alejandro G. Baby Luna saying, "Don't be a